we learned how to use a linear pattern, but this week we're going to try other pattern options, like a lot of those here. So first I'm going to try circular pattern, and then the feature pattern is this one, cut extrude, and then we need to have a circular schedule edge to select. So I selected that edge, so it creates that kind of circular pattern there. The default setting is 360 degrees, but you can change to like I don't know, 240 or 120 or whatever you want. But I think 360 is alright for now. And I think instance spacing might be the default setting again, but you can always change to equal spacing, because normally that's how people need to make circular pattern. You can change this number of instances. So if it's 2, then it looks like mirror. It is mirror, and you can make it like 3, or you can just click these arrows to increase the instances. So that's how you use a circular pattern. And the next one, mirror, we know how to use a mirror. The next one is a curve-driven pattern. So we need to have a curve sketches. So I drew some sketches here. So first one you need to select is the curve. So I select the curve, and instead of that feature, just click the delete button on the keyboard, and then I will select this one. So it creates this pattern along the selected curve line, or whatever line you draw. So again, you can change number of instances here. You can either select or deselect equal spacing. Yeah, so that's how you do your pattern. The curve-driven pattern. Just gonna delete that. Another one is sketch-driven pattern. So you can see the little 3 dots or points on the sketch. So I also created these sketches with a lot of points. So I select that one as a sketches, and then I again select that feature. Then you can see that it creates a pattern on those points. Yeah, so that's how you do the sketch-driven pattern. Within that, Control Z. And the table-driven pattern, in order to, so that, the cut extrude is again the feature to copy, and we need to have a coordinate system. So we'll go to reference geometry and select coordinate system, and we will click that origin as the point for the new coordinate system and click OK, and you can see that the new coordinate system has been created. And then we go back to the table-driven one, and you can see that the coordinate system 5, the new coordinate system, has been selected, and features to copy is that one. So you can also kind of import the table or the XY coordinates data by browsing whichever file you have, Excel file, whatever data. So that this table shows the first row, shows where the original feature is in terms of XY coordinate only. And you double click it, and you can create the first pattern, which is at 0.0 0, that's you can see that that's x-axis and y-axis, and that's 0 point, 0 point. So that's the first pattern. And double click that second one again, and we can make like 15.15 and 30. Oops, 30.30. Double click again, and minus 15 minus 15. So yeah, you get the idea how to use this table thing. Yeah, I think it's much easier if you already have the table data. Otherwise, yeah, it's not very efficient, I would say. And next one is a fill pattern. Oh, this is a really useful one. So either you can select face or any sketch boundary. So let's see. So if I select that face as a boundary, fill boundary, and that feature, that cut extruder feature has already been selected. So it created the pattern already automatically. You can change the layout a bit. Another cool thing about fill boundary is you don't need to have any feature. You can always, as long as you want to have some sort of seed cut, you don't need to have cut already. So yeah, you can do circle or square or diamond or any polygon. So like hexagon or whichever one you want to have, and you can also change the size of it. I think I will have it. Yeah, let's go back to circle. It's easier to give it dimensions and things. Yeah. So the diameter is n, and you can have a different layout like that. Yeah, the instance spacing can be also changed. Ooh, like 15 or 20, and you can see that the distance between instances are changing. You can also change the degrees. So to 60 degrees, you can change to 45 degrees, 30 degrees, whichever one. And that's margins. So if you change it back to 15, yeah, and the margin is 0 at the moment, but if you put like 10, then you can see that it creates a margin around the boundary. Yeah, so you can change it, different settings, the layouts, the parameters for whatever stuff to make different patterns. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we use the face as a boundary, and we can always delete it and delete the boundary. So click delete button, and instead of the face, we are using that circle sketch. Yeah. So 0 margin again, and I will make it smaller. So you know, it's like a speaker hole thingy. Instead of 15, I put like 8. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, dear. Yeah, so the instance spacing, what's that one? Oh, the loop spacing. I'll just make that as 10, 15, 15, 12, 12. That looks better. Or 11, 11, or 10. Oops. 9. Yeah, so you can change the different options here to make different patterns. Nice. I'll probably change. I think this looks better. Or yeah, I think that's better. What do you think? Yeah, that looks better. I don't know. It's more like proper speaker hole kind of thing. Yeah, that looks like proper speaker hole thing. Yeah, so you can change the different parameters in different ways with the different layouts to create all sorts of patterns. So that was the fill pattern, and the variable pattern, that's something needs to be explained in depth. There's a lot you can do about it, so I'm not going to explain it in this video, but I'm just gonna give another link with somebody else's video because I think he could explain it better than me. That's it for now.